Really, really competitive race, but you pulled it off in the last couple meters. I mean, kind of talk me through how it felt out there for you.
Yeah, I felt really good. I think a lot of the race was, at least the hype coming into it was just like hang on for dear life and go. But I think once the pace was a little slower, I was still just like, I think everyone's kind of in it now, so you still got to put yourself in the position to win and, really go for it, which is why, I really want to be like right behind Jakob and really just like staying calm, relaxed, and, feeling good coming to that last 200. And I did, was able to come away with the win, so. Yeah.
Did Jakob say anything to you after the race?
Good job, he said, and nothing else really. I was just like, you'll be in like good shape again by the time Brussels comes around, because he said he had the infection and stuff, so I'm sure that affected him somewhat. But like I said, I'm sure he'll be like in peak form again by the time Brussels rolls around. So.
How do you like these really competitive races where obviously the entire podium is here, Jakob is here? Like, how do you like lining up against all these guys?
No, I love it, honestly, especially after the season was over. I think, or not over, but like after the Olympics, I think a lot of it is kind of just like, the stress is kind of off, and now it's just like racing to race, racing to have fun, and just, getting to compete, which is the best part of what we do. So getting to compete with all those guys is really, really fun, and I felt really, really happy just to be able to be out there and have to race these guys again. So, yeah.
And then, just again, congrats on Grand Slam track, becoming a racer. You, Cole, and Josh, the top three there. I mean, what are you really looking forward to as the 2025 comes about with Grand Slam track?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how I handle the 800. People say like, oh, you'll be great in the 800, but I'm not as convinced yet. I think I need to run a couple more, and then we'll see. But I think I love the setup of Grand Slam. I think it's, to have all those guys and they're going to be there, and just to have like a meet that's really centered around creating hype around track, I think it's going to be just a ton of fun for athletes and fans. So, no, I'm really, really pumped for all of it, really.
Now, Yared, you had a fantastic season. What was your favorite moment so far?
I mean, probably the Olympics. I think that the hype building up to it and just to be able to deliver and come away with the bronze medal was just so huge for me. I'd probably give this race second. I think this is my only win of the year, really, not counting like prelims or like 10 relays at the beginning of the year. So I'm pretty pumped to be able to come away with the win at Zurich, especially, on headquarters, and I feel like I kind of said in like one interview, I was like, this is kind of like On's house in a way, so I got to come out here and win it. So yeah, no, it's just really, really exciting, and yeah.
I would have thought this would be your biggest and most pleasing race ever, but you think the Olympics was more pleasing? Yeah.
Yes, no, I think like even coming away with third at the Olympics is still just like, it's everything that we worked for, and I think it lived up to the hype in so many ways, and I had just such a phenomenal performance, and so yeah, I think that's always going to take the cake for this year.
And you were talking about chatting to Jacob after the race. Have you spoken to Elliot Giles yet? Because he turned you over on the roads in Dusseldorf,
yeah.
And yet he was the mere pacemaker tonight.
He got me on the road. I was surprised because he's like, yeah, I'll see you in Zurich. I'm like, oh, you're racing? And he's like, no, I'm like the pacemaker. And I was like, oh, okay. But he told me it was going to be like really, really fast, and they kind of like dialed it back a bit. But all the praise to Giles for that race. I think I just like was racing for a time more than like racing people, and I think that was kind of my error there.
I think road miles are a bit different to track.
They're a little different, yeah, they are.
There's a certain art to them.
No, yeah, I think I probably should have gotten there earlier too. I was a little jet lagged and whatnot, but it's all right. Came away with the win today, so it's all good.
For probably if you guys run more road miles, Giles set the world record, and you were also below the official one, and even below better marks that had been recorded. Yeah. But it still is not at the same level as track, but probably if you guys run more often, the level is going to go up a lot.
Yeah, I think as people run it more often, I think, it'll get faster and faster, but it's still pretty decent. I think like running 351 is like pretty hard on the roads, but I think I could see it being like 349 or something, honestly. I think that's kind of like a good time for it, because the mile record's like 343, so it's probably not getting anywhere near that, but,